Welcome to Columbus, Ohio, and the venerable Horseshoe, home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, a place that's home to such legendary names as Archie, Woody, Zeke, and Stroud. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. As we'll see, the number 22 team in the country, the Wisconsin Badgers, taking on. And the Badgers will kick it away to start us off. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Buckeyes will have some work to do after that short return. And this wide receiver, he's the linchpin to the offense. They want to make sure they find a multitude of ways to get him the football.
And it's a risk-reward scenario on defense when you're trying to cover this guy, Reese, because you play man coverage, you risk him running by you and catching deep balls, you play too much zone, and then he can hurt you after the catch. A lot of different ways that this guy is very dangerous.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. He'll do it himself. They finally get him on the ground with a big running play, moves the change for the first down.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? They've generated some momentum with excellent performances in Big Ten play, and you can see them growing game by game.
And that's a big deal, too, in the new-look Big Ten Conference. Back in the day when there were divisions, you know, it was a toss-up every year who was going to win the Big Ten West. That was the easier division. But now it's just who are the best two teams out of all these teams, all these quality teams. So it's impressive that this team, David, has put themselves in position to play for the championship.
You ain't lying, especially in this conference. Let's be honest, the Big Ten and the SEC, they've separated themselves from everybody else. And so you're competing in this conference, in the middle of the season, you can finish strong. Now we're not just talking about conference championships. We're talking about where can we be in the playoff and how much damage we can do in the postseason.
He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They'll run for it on 4th down. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
Well, how about that call? You're right around midfield, 4th down on your opening drive, so you run the football and you put your trust and confidence in your offensive line up front to get it done and keep your offense on the field. That is impressive.
Caught over the middle. It's Graham. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. The Buckeyes with the 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Getting some heat. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. The Buckeyes want to crank the tempo. Wants to throw on 2nd down.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. On second down, they'll take to the air. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Muscling ahead on third and short. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
And this offense has really gotten to a nice rhythm here on their opening drive of the game. Running the ball, getting it down now into a goal-to-go situation. They really have established a bit of a physicality here early. Let's see if they can keep that up.
Quarterback sneak, wedging himself into the line. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown.
And that is what a team of this caliber is expected to do, right? They've got the better number beside their name by all the metrics, by a talent standpoint, coaching standpoint. They're the superior team, and they just drove the ball in the first possession of the game, and they looked like it. Scoring
challenge for both of these quarterbacks, Jesse, is dealing with a ball-hawking free safety on the other side.
Oh, you're right, Reese. QBs better be good with their eyes. Better not stare down wide receivers in this one, because if you float the ball down the middle of the field, that's getting picked.
And these guys are going to be right in the middle of the field, flying all over the field, and quarterbacks will make sure that they are locked in and not throwing the ball near those guys.
Quarterback floating away from pressure. At the 35, he's got room. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Quickly complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Badgers want to move quickly. On third and short, they'll ride the running back here.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because third down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. He looks that one in nicely. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. Comes out throwing on first down. Fires the pass, intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want them. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Gets it past the marker for a first down, and that's the way we will wrap up the first quarter. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. First down to start the drive after the break. He's looking to throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Graham. At the 35, he's loose. And he breaks into the open. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, big update in a top 5 game today. Tulane is getting smoked today. This is an eye-opener. It's the type of game that can just demoralize a fan base. They're trailing by 14 to LSU. We'll circle back if anything big happens in a 1 versus 2 matchup you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
That's a good-looking throw, and I know when we talk Wisconsin offense, he needs to get himself into a rhythm, and if he gets there, he's dangerous.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
And the Badgers are in the hurry up. They'll leave it with the lone back. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. The Badgers have it with a 1st and 10. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. Looking to move it through the air. Unloads to the right. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. He's got an open man. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Wisconsin. Big-time touchdown there to get some much-needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who are you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Throws to the tight end. It's complete. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. The give to the back. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs, but I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
He'll keep it himself. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, they're trying to go option, but the linebacker shows his open field tackling ability and also his recognition. He expected the quarterback to keep it, went after him, was able to make the tackle for loss.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Quick strike complete. At the 35, he's open. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. And the Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. He'll pull it on the read. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
I'll tell you, this is a hard defense to run against if you're going to go sideline to sideline because of that guy's speed at linebacker. He can get all the way to the perimeter, chase the quarterback down on the option, and make the tackle.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down after the rare drop from this dude. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. And this one is anything but routine, a 48-yard attempt from the right hash. And he missed it. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a 1st down. He wants to throw. A strike downfield. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. And the Badgers will snap it on 1st and 10. They want to just keep throwing it. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
All right, that's when the offensive line has got to be able to communicate and pick up. When that inside linebacker comes running through the A-gap or the B-gap, those O-linemen, they've got to work together, and they've got to pass guys off to one another to make sure they pick him up. They didn't do it that time.
There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this game.
The defense calls the timeout. Their 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. He got it. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Finds him out of the backfield. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
And I think if I'm a QB, I like the decision. I get it to my running back who's really good after the catch and really good with the ball in his hands, but the defense did the job. They got him on the ground. They gave up some yards, but they forced the 4th down.
Well, the upside is you could get a 1st down. The downside is you could blow the game going for it inside your own 30. Makes the grab well past the sticks. At midfield, he's got room. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
Oh, and he finds his slot receiver on that 4th down throw. And I'll tell you, this guy is not the biggest receiver in college football, but he does such a good job working the middle of the field. He's just able to get open. And
makes the catch. And he will score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air. And this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And he's going to bring it out. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to have to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets hyped. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Quick completion on the out. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Just enough time for one final play in this half. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
And it's 4th down, but with this time on the clock, why wouldn't you give it one more play before halftime? He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds his man and they convert. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great one going down in Columbus today. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere. And I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats.
The Buckeyes will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive, just like they do at the start of the game. They've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring lead.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here will be huge.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Using the quick game. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped. The Badgers headed quickly to the line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his production.
Off the RPO, complete. Makes the catch and knocked down. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. They'll try to get it through the air. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. He's got it. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. Complementary offensive football, finding just enough balance, and Wisconsin quarterbacks have always done a great job staying within their system.
Stay within the system, stay within yourself, know when to chuck the football. But more importantly, what do you got to do, Reese? You got to take care of the football. Play action, make those plays, but don't put the ball in harm's way.
Trying play action. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Now improvising. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Right down the boulevard. It's good. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Louisiana is down, but they are not out of it. Not there at Cajun Field, one of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Georgia State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. The option look. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Quarterback empties his backfield. They'll try the run. Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like, the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Got his man. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. I know you want to keep the ball away from the other offense, but going for it inside your own 40? Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Makes the grab, and he's got the first. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play on that fourth down.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. The Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up. He'll just keep slinging it. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Quarterback on the keeper. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
All they need is a field goal to make it a 2-score game, but they are going for the jugular and the touchdown here on 4th and goal. He'll keep it on the sneak. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? They are pinned deep, and this crowd is letting them have it. The give to the tailback. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Right back to the well. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain as they get set to snap it just about to reach the end of the quarter. The give to the back. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. And the Badgers will line up to punt it away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. On that last drive, 4th and goal didn't exactly work out. They really need to pay it off this time, Jesse. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Buckeyes. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He wants to start this drive with a pass. A little screen to the running back. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. The Badgers want to pick up the tempo.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. And off to Jones. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on down.
The offense starts with a short field.
He'll do it himself. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And these read options are so hard to diagnose, just like right there. He picks up a little chunk of yards, not a big chunk. It's so easy when you run the read options.
Why is that? Why is it easy?
Because if you want to play fast to the football, well then fine, I'm going to pull the ball right now and to use your aggressiveness against you. But if you want to sit back, then fine, I'm going to give the ball right now and get a little chunk of yards.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
They want that clock to run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Not a chance. Missed it. And after the missed field goal, guys, the lead's still at 15. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Working that left side now. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Badgers in the hurry up. Third down play from the gun. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
After that incompletion, 4th and short now on their own side of the field, I think there's a lot of coaches in normal circumstances that would stay conservative and just punt the ball away, but you're trailing here in the 4th quarter. I think the offense needs to stay out on the field, and you got to go for it.
And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
No gain on first down after the incompletion. Now 2nd and 10 from the 40. Moves around to clear up the vision. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. The Badgers are rolling down the field.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
We're losing. We got to put a few drives together here. But most importantly, I got to stop getting my quarterback hit. I got to give him a little bit more protection, maybe that extra second so we can get that deep ball off and make some plays for this offense.
The sure hands, it's Parker. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. 3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Finds his man enough for the first. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. And the Badgers have it with a 1st and goal. He's looking to pass. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Jones. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it. You can't hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants it all. And he was looking to the end zone, and they couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, in 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Snapped it in the shotgun. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs. They're backed up. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. He's going to pass. Makes the grab on the left side. Hit the afterburners, kid. Touchdown, Ohio State. And the punishment has been extended. They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0. And with the way he's throwing it right now, there are some big names at the top of that record list. J.T. Barrett, Dwayne Haskins, Justin Fields might be getting ready to move them down a notch.
And moving those guys down, that's a day. That's the day you dream about. That's the day where the ball's barely touching the ground, you're in a zone, and everything is going your way.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Right down the middle. It's caught downfield. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. He's looking to throw it. Gets it out fast. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. He's back to throw on 2nd down. Quickly to the tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. The Badgers come to the line with a new set of downs. The aerial assault continues. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they fought tight on the receivers. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Gets it out quickly. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Tick, 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 tick. Clock winding down, and they're in for the touchdown.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football.
He's got it! And he's into the end zone! Touchdown, Buckeyes! That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And you knew this one was over.
Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. First down for this offense. Looking to move it through the air. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. The snap sets up the throw. Trying to get to it. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.